Maybe some static defense with carriers would do the trick this time. I'll see if I can win this by building static defense and building myself a bunch of carriers that could potentially be their army and their expansions and help me win this. Now I'm gonna focus on a quick second nexus and some defensive positions. The second nexus should attract on a potential attack from the enemy, but I'm confident that we will prevail in the end. This is where I'm going with the forge. Normally AI tends not to scout anything at this stage. For some reason, not the stage, I mean in this kind of maps, or in this map in particular, because in the smaller maps I normally see a drone coming, but in this map I do not, and don't think that's good. Okay, finally we can build ourselves. Oh, look at that! In fact, a drone did show up here, and that's definitely not good. Not good at all. Interestingly, see, if I press shift in order to build these, the probe first collects the minerals and only then it goes out. Alright, I definitely do need the gas, and I need a gas quickly. The second thing I'll have to build is some more of these pylons, because I'm expanding my probe count. Let's not forget that our enemy is a Protoss too, and the Protoss, they do not tend to have all those units that would shoot air. As you can see, we have managed to fill up almost 2 of these fields already, and we should start getting ready to build a lot more. BA for these gas geysers. Now with these two and all of these cannons, we are in a position to focus more and more on the carriers. An attack is expected at any moment, actually, right now. but I'm only going to expand when I'll have some carriers finished. And look at that, they should be finished in a moment. Finally, we have these. Only 3 at the moment, because we have such a shortage of gas that it's not even funny. Everything costs gas now, and the carriers will require a lot of gas either. So maybe an expansion wouldn't be such a bad deal after all. However, there's nothing we can do. So when the Stargate finishes, we go for the fleet beacon, and then we go for the carriers. We definitely need another cybernetics core for all those upgrades. A fleet beacon needs to finish. Our resources are still growing. I'm gonna go here. I'm going to expand anyway. Decided to do so. I think that is needed. However, their attack is imminent. I'm sure about that. Finally, the carriers have finished. The carrier building, that is, has finished. And we are suffering from a tremendous lack of gas. There is a tremendous lack of gas. It's very bad for us that we cannot build all that gas that we need. Look at all that static defense. You can build an army with all those resources, and the attack is still not coming, and that is just a little bit surprising. The carrier is a very expensive unit, as you have already noticed, I'm sure. It costs tremendous amounts of cash. Now we can transfer a lot of our units here who could do the job in our 3rd mineral field. And our 3rd mineral field has been nearly fully saturated. We got our first carriers finished, and it will take a while until we do finish some more. Now, before we run out of supply, which is in dire need and soon to be, we're gonna build some. So we have to build Protoss plating, which I'm going to upgrade in a moment. We did upgraded air weapons, and it looks like the air weapons should go for the interceptors, I suppose, and the plating goes for the carrier. Okay, I'm building more. I'm surprised that they have not attacked us yet, but they already did. Okay, their attack has came. It's not surprising. They're here. They are not being lured off. However, I'm sure that now they are a little bit moved off their initial objective. I'm going to use the situation and attack their positions. I'm having quite a few carriers already queued up. I'm surprised that there isn't much that they are doing. But it's fine. It looks like I have mistaken their positions, so I'm gonna go to another corner. And more carriers are being finished for me. Going to increase my defensive capabilities before I focus on anything else. In this way I'm going to be sure that I'm safe. Safe long enough and at the same time I'm going to expand. It looks like I have made a mistake once again, and no, I didn't. Look at that. We did got them right, and they're just out of range. We are just out of range, to be precise, and they have many zealots. As you can see, the zealots are unable to target our units, and we should slowly but surely literally wipe them all out. Now it looks like I'm in a really great position here to make a bunch of gamey moves and just deny them for a bit. And so I shall. I'm going to attack with a combined force. Look at that. I know there's a move where I can leave my interceptors, but can't remember it now. Okay, so I'm initiating a full attack. And so they should be destroyed now. As you can see, the zealots are unable to do much, and so they shall fall. It's a GG. Because their army composition wasn't entirely anti-air, there wasn't much that they could do. I'm going to try to have an immortal play, and we'll test if it will work out for me. because once again I would have to build some static defense all over the place that could take their initial assault, and even then it wouldn't be perfect. However, the Immortals are a very expensive unit, not as expensive, but expensive enough to kind of make a note of it. Now I'm just gonna queue up a bunch of these units and we'll go for a second Nexus as soon as I'll have the money. Then I won't start building the units until I saturate these two fields and focus saturation on my second Nexus right there. Okay, in here we'll need some static defense. And after that I'll go for a forge BF. As you can see, it took quite a few units from the mineral line. Just wanted to get this out of my way. Didn't want it to see empty gas geyser there. Obviously, it's not a better choice. Now, as you can see, I can focus on upgrading instantaneously. It looks like a Zerg is going to be our opponent here, and I'm unsure how the Zerg units would take the impact of Immortals, but I have no doubt that it all depends. Okay, it looks like I'm making more and more money, but still there's a lot to work on. I definitely need some static defense, at least one cannon, so that I can kill that Zergling that's running around. If he actually comes over, he can just focus on smashing down my Nexus, like I've already noticed that they tend to do. Okay. Whoa. Didn't queue up that. Normally try to queue up everything. And after that we'll go for a robotics facility. And